So I'm making this mostly for my friends who don't live near me. Um, I won't be able to see them very often, and I'm gonna start testosterone at the end of the month. So I'm gonna make some videos, probably on tea updates, just so they can kind of see what's going on in my life. Anybody else is welcome to watch these. Obviously, look at them. I don't fucking know. Mostly this is just a starter. Uh, Talk about maybe how I feel about going on tea and maybe some worries and stuff. Generally, it's just so that my friends can watch it, though. Honestly. So first off, Spencer, that's me. I identify as a dummy boy, and I don't know, some kind of sexuality, whatever. Um, Man, I'm starting tea at the end of the month, so this is what I sound like. Pre-tea, obviously. Nothing going on there. I sound like a mouse. I look like an infant because I shaved today. Wow. The end of the month. This is crazy. I've been trying for so long to get on this, and I finally have my appointment, and I'm gonna get this shot. I guess that's a good. That's the first thing I'm worried about, honestly and genuinely. Are these shots gonna hurt? Because eventually I'm gonna have to do this by myself. I'm gonna be giving myself the shots, so I'm very concerned that they're gonna hurt, and I'm not gonna be able to do it. Um, so that's a problem. I know that one of the first things that happens when you start testosterone is stuff grows in your nether regions, and honestly and genuinely, I don't really want that. I've never really wanted bottom surgery. I'm not gonna get it. So I don't. I like what I have there, and I don't really necessarily want any changes to it. But everything else that comes with tea, I want. So I'm getting it. But that's sort of a concern for me. Uh, Honestly and genuinely, I'm concerned that my dog won't like me as much anymore because he has a preference for females, and now I'm going to be more masculine. So I'm honestly and genuinely worried that the dog won't love me as much. So those are some concerns. Um, Here, I'll throw out an explanation. I don't know that all of you guys really know what's gonna happen when I start testosterone. So I just kind of want to prepare everybody. Um, what testosterone is gonna do is put me through puberty again, but a male puberty. So, like I said, stuff in the nether regions will grow a little bit. Honestly, that's gonna be blunt. That's what happens. My voice will drop. I'll get an Adam's apple at some point, probably. Remember that testosterone affects everybody differently. So this is the general idea of what normally happens to people that go on testosterone, but it doesn't happen to everyone, and it may or may not happen to me. But what will definitely happen, my voice will drop for sure. Facial hair, my jawline will kind of straighten out. I'll have less of a round face, more kind of angular, I guess, more masculine. Facial hair, I will grow. My hair will get thicker everywhere. Body hair grows, um, thicker and more of it. Um, Acne, so that's going to be a problem. I'm not happy. I'm not excited about the acne part. Uh, so a lot of people have the misconception that testosterone makes you build muscle. It makes you lose fat and it makes you build muscle. The truth about it is it redistributes your fat. So instead of being so curvy, you're more straight. Basically, it'll take the fat that's kind of like in my hips and stuff and kind of move it around so that like my torso is a little straighter down, but it kind of moves into my stomach. So I mean, that redistributes, and you don't automatically build muscle on testosterone. You can have an easier time building muscle, but you still have to work for it. You still have to work out to build muscle. Um, Testosterone will deteriorate some of my breast tissue, so it'll be a little less firm here and easier to bind. Um, I'll probably get more hungry. I'll probably get more horny. Maybe more angry. I probably won't cry so much. That's one of the things that people also don't take into account when they think about getting testosterone is that it's not just physical changes. It changes your mind, it changes your emotions, your mentality. Because so much is going on, your hormones are going crazy, new ones are being introduced, levels are elevated. Like I said, puberty is happening, so we all know what happens when we go through puberty. Uh, so that's another thing. I hope I don't get really aggressive. That's not something that I want to happen, but I know in some cases people do get aggressive, but I feel like that's just misdosage. That's probably not even a word, but it's probably, I think it's because they have the wrong dosage, is why people get aggressive sometimes. So I'm hoping maybe that doesn't happen, but I think my doctor's really good. So I'm not too super worried about it. But testosterone really affects you mentally, guys. Because on top of just the hormones happening, you get more confident. Uh, my voice will be deep. I'll have facial hair. People will probably start to recognize me as a man more, and so confidence will come with that. I'm ready for that. I'm ready to stop being so insecure and hating myself so much. Honestly and genuinely, I'm a little bit scared. Not actually for the testosterone, but for the after effect of being on it. I was recently watching some YouTubers talk about starting tea, and they were two trans men that were dating. They started tea around the same time, and eventually they drifted apart and broke up. And it was just because they're about my age, and everything was changing for them. And I'm slightly concerned only because, not about my relationship or anything, but just the idea of I'm 21, I have to start acting like an adult, like a real adult, paying bills, having a full time job, working towards a car, doing all of that. And on top of that, I'm going to be really hormonal. And I know that testosterone changes you a lot. And I'm excited for who I'll be, but I'm also slightly scared of who I'll be. Um, I really hope that these hormones don't turn me into my father. Honestly and genuinely, that's what I'm worried about. I am extremely worried. Not extremely, really, honestly and genuinely, I'm slightly worried. Because if I was extremely worried, I'd be second guessing. But there's no way that I could live my life without going on these hormones. But I'm a little bit worried that who I will be once I've been on them for a while will not be somebody that I like. Um, but I'm hoping that obviously I'm not going to change as a person. Just my mentality will slightly shift. But I don't know what's going to happen until I'm on it and I'm feeling it. So, anyway, this has been really rambly, super low quality. Um, I almost want to apologize for it, but I'm going to go ahead and post it. Um, Probably put it on my social media, let you guys know that it's there, and you guys feel free to look at it. And once I've started tea, I can start making updates, um, telling you about it. I might make a vlog of the day that I go there and go there, go to the doctor and get my shot. I feel like that could be a fun thing. We're gonna go to Baltimore, so uh, we'll be walking around there afterwards after the doctor's appointment. So yeah, this is kind of just the beginning of it. I've still got about a month to wait, almost. My appointment's on the 25th, so almost a month. But here's this thoughts and feelings about a month before I start. Maybe I'll make another one of these if I feel like it later on before the appointment. If not, I'll definitely make one on the day of the appointment and from then on. So anybody that doesn't get to see me on a regular basis can still see me on a regular basis and they can see the changes too. Maybe they won't be so surprised when I do see them again and I see them as a person with a deep voice and a beard. Anyway, so I guess that's it. And I guess I'll make another one of these sometime ish. Oh.